When you hear the band name Slipknot, you probably think of 9 sweaty dudes in jumpsuits wearing masks. Well, you wouldn't necessarily be wrong per se, but you wouldn't be fully informed. And that's where I come in. I'm here to fully inform you about the original band named Slipknot. Hey, how's it going? I'm Dan Frampton. Before we get started, how's about you like and hit a stack of pancakes in the comments? We just hit 8,500 subs on this channel, and that's pretty hype. And I plan on doing a 24-hour live stream when we hit 10K, so let's make that happen. And only 35% of you are actually subscribed to the channel. So, what are you waiting for? Subscribe today! The original Slipknot were not from Iowa. They were, in fact, from New Haven, Connecticut, which just so happens to be the birthplace of iconic hardcore record label Revelation Records. Revelation released music from bands like Rage Against the Machine, Gorilla Biscuits, Title Fight, and way more. In 1989, 2 years after they opened up shop, they released a self-titled EP from crossover thrash band known as Slipknot. The EP had 6 songs on it. Let It Show, Help You Think, Condemned, World Leader, Hate in Blue, and Number 9. And I find the last track title to be particularly interesting. Number 9? That's how the other Slipknot would categorize their band members. Number 1, number 2. The original Slipknot boasted 1/3 the member count of the nu metal counterpart. These dudes were a 3-piece, featuring a fella called Stymie on bass and vocals, a chap named Chang on drums, and the guitar player, well, he just went simply by the initial F. There are stories online about how Chang torched part of Yale University, but it's hard to corroborate those facts. The self-titled EP would be their only release besides a Lucy track they recorded called Some Friend. This collection of songs is a messy, muddy listening experience, but that only adds to the charm. The musicianship is subpar, and the songs are sloppily thrown together, haphazard compositions that Scott Ian could have written from the womb. The only thing keeping these songs apart of the conversation is the fortuitous coincidence that a much more famous and talented band used the same name a decade later. So yeah, this EP, this collection of songs, this whole band as a whole, they're a mere footnote in the history books, but that doesn't mean they're not an interesting footnote. Thrash Slipknot didn't last very long. After they disbanded, the drummer kind of stopped playing music, but the bass player and vocalist Stymie and F, they went on to be in another band called Malachi Crunch, which is an amazing name for a band. And after that band disappeared, Stymie went on to do art and then become a chef. If anybody tries to tell you that they prefer this Slipknot as opposed to the nu metal Slipknot, they're just pulling your leg. There isn't even half the amount of talent there. And it really is only fun to listen to be like, imagine this was actually Slipknot? This is not Slipknot, this is so bad. But it's really not that bad if your ears are open to the grimy aesthetic of crossover thrash. Of course they're not as polished as modern bands like Mindforce, but that's not the point. And that's the story of the other Slipknot. Okay, see you later.